Okay, so now we're up to Angel.
I love watching them side by side.
Yeah.
Because you get different flavors from each of them.
Yeah.
And like both of them just kind of feed off of each other, and it's wonderful. I love this energy. Let's keep watching.
Yeah.
Can't expect evil to just walk through the door.
That's what happens.
I'm looking for Wesley Wyndham Price. Junior says you specialize in strange phenomenon.
We specialize in strange. There's nothing we haven't seen.
Yikes.
The back of her head.
Something grabbed Stephanie on the way home from swim practice and bit her. When she woke up this morning, that was there.
Oh. Yeah, that's an odd growth.
Did you see who or what did this to you?
It was dark. She doesn't remember much. I'll pay you whatever it takes.
That looked like she was looking for an answer from Mom, not an answer.
I knew you came to the right place.
Who would do this?
We're going to find out.
Look who it is.
She's back.
I
thought we were done with her.
Then get Eva to go to the storage room.
Hey, look, I know it's past curfew, but we gotta come in.
Sorry, Kenny. 10 o'clock. You know the rules.
I know, but...
There's no room, even if I did let you in. No more beds. Please, we'll sleep on the floor.
Hey, bro. Jesus, man. And can't you knock?
You don't make that funny expression when I knock. Or if you do, I don't see it.
Big meeting tomorrow night, some top level Wolfram and hard brass. I think it's a new demon account. Have some respect. You don't care about anyone but yourself.
Really don't think you're in a position to
How
judge.
is old Wesley, huh? Or the other two you fired? Gee, let me guess. You never even bothered to check.
Sore spot.
This
It's
is
his
better
pal.
pan out.
9:30 at the ILF. Pleasure doing business with you.
Last night, me and Les were hanging down on 39.
Panhandling?
No, washing my Mercedes. But suddenly this cop comes up out of nowhere and just wham! Hit me so hard I thought my teeth were coming out.
He hit you? What were you doing?
Nothing, I swear to God.
You mean he wasn't trying to arrest you
I'm telling you. He just walked up, said no loitering, slugged me in the mouth, and then chased us for a couple blocks before he made it here.
I think I knew somebody.
I think I know someone who might help.
What's up, girl?
Oh.
They know each other.
I ain't seen you in a minute. Come here. So, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
Oh, I just thought I'd see how the other half lives. And strangely enough, it's not that different. No reason. The police are just terrorizing them.
Renegade cops. Not exactly my usual.
Oh, that's right. You used to hunt...
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. They know what's what.
What?
I still hunt vampires, but if this job's taught me anything, it's that there's a lot worse things out there than a set of teeth.
Like a bunch of overzealous cops beating on my kids. Speaking of which, I should really get back.
Oh, gee, I miss out on this exciting case we're working on?
Angel Investigations. Home of the wicked high creep factor. This isn't the guy in the long black trench coat, is it?
You know him.
No?
Yeah. He tried to help me out a few weeks ago. But it turned out it was just a scam to screw this law firm.
I mean, he
Well,
still kind of helped you.
helped you. Gave you $2.5 million.
We're not talking about some street sweep the PD does every 6 months to shut up the moms. Okay, this is war.
I guess this goes along with the redemption theme of Angel, but it just sucks that you immediately assume somebody else has done something bad, even if they have in the past.
Where I can see him.
Just saying.
Sorry, officer, have I done something wrong?
Turn around, face the fence. Place your hands on your hip.
This is a mistake.
You're under arrest. Believe me, you don't want to do this. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney.
Not Wolfram in the heart, I'll tell you what. Fake, please
Do
fake.
you understand your rights as I have?
About the camcorder. What do you need? All right, I got this little neighborhood problem I promised Dad we'd look into.
This got something to do with the police cracking skulls?
Well, you know about that?
Who doesn't?
I didn't till today. Somebody could have filled me in.
You ain't been around to tell nothing to.
You've been moving on up, dog.
To the
Demon
east?
detective.
Right during the opener, I was like, where is his
Deluxe
crew?
sky.
Here is his crew.
When I got the call, I figured it must be Christmas.
All right, look, the plan is simple. I want you to roll the camcorder, wait for the cops to hassle us.
I wouldn't make a joke about that in this building, no matter how immortal you think you are.
Of course.
Maybe this is the type of cop that keeps talking even after he's been decapitated.
Officer Peter Harks.
You know?
Well enough to be at his funeral 6 months ago.
He's going to videotape the cops trying to brutalize and kill him.
You never saw the guy who shot him.
Catch the killer? A lot of cops buried her. What about him?
Kevin worked vice. What is going on here?
I think someone's unearthing dead cops and putting them back on the streets.
What? How is that?
Zombies.
I mean, really,
Magically reanimated corpses. They walk, they talk, and somebody else is pulling their strings.
she's worried about her father.
My dad, is he?
No. His ground's
Are you
undecided.
sure?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be pretty horrifyingly upsetting.
Yeah, it would.
45th Street, I think.
I'll stop there. I'm on my cell phone if you hear from me.
Check in with me.
Right.
Hey, that's my. Sorry. The girl at the store said it was one of a kind.
We're gonna get all our things. Call back.
I'm sorry, I'm all out of bed.
Come on now, sweet thing. You know it's not safe for man and beast down here.
I'm very sorry, but I really don't have.
I'm sure I can find someone willing to share.
Weird.
Oh, yes. Plenty of candidates.
You should probably go.
I'm in need of a little shelter tonight.
Hey.
Jackson, looky here. You don't still think I'm pissed at you, do you? I don't know. Well, you're shaking, right? What you got to be nervous about? I never kill you here, right? Not for all the pretty ladies. You know I never kill you here.
That man just taking a walk.
Put your hands on the wall, step back, and spread your feet apart.
You arresting us?
Do as you're instructed.
Officer, I'd just like to know if we're being arrested.
Wait, officer, wait! This man is a friend of mine, a very good friend. I'm sure he hasn't committed any.
He's got another gun! Don't look that damn. Let's go!
911. You've got to call 911. Screw the cops. They the one that did this.
It's not the.
An ambulance.
This captain of yours, running things by the book?
I don't have to tell you who used to rule these streets, detective. The scumbags did. Hell, I was afraid to drive to work myself.
Oh, really?
We got a tougher policy now.
That wasn't an answer.
It's here.
Come on, hurry, move.
Something's going on up there.
Hey! Hang on!
What are you doing?
Trying to survive. Help me get him inside. Come on, Wes. Come on, man.
I'm just imagining what this paramedic's thinking. Just being like,
Right. Like, oh god, what is happening?
because his partner just got shot too.
All passengers are on board, sir.
We have full containment.
Wait for backup.
What the hell are you doing here?
I say let them come, bro. I know how to handle cops.
You're an idiot.
That lifestyle working out for you?
Don't get all high and mighty with me, Claire. I know where you come from.
Where I come from, you don't bring down the community. You try to make it better.
I'm just doing my thing, man. Why don't you go and get out of my face?
Your thing hurts everybody. Why do you think nobody cares to clamp it down on this neighborhood?
There's a bunch of racist pigs.
So there's that. And there's people like you, thug with a gun, keeping the cycle going.
Not my problem.
No, see, it's my problem, all right? Because they shot my friend over there.
Yeah, white man dying. Not exactly losing sleep on it.
Hey, we can't afford this.
I think there's internal bleeding, but we can't help him here. We gotta get him to St. John's, fast.
We're taking him to a hospital now.
Come on, do this quick.
It's just like Joss Whedon's shows in general, just to take something that's a real issue and turn it into a supernatural issue that is.
Isn't that interesting?
Who are you? Angel.
Angel.
Shay, I need to talk to you.
About what?
How about some of your more dead cops?
Maybe we should talk about you instead.
How do I stop?
Kick his ass. Sorry.
I'll repeat the question.
Whoa, people.
How do I to stop them.
These are good cops. They put their lives on the line.
Maybe at one time.
You should have left them that way.
I won't betray you.
Good cops? No,
Maybe at one time.
definitely
yeah,
not.
But not now. The board games.
All right, get the kids in the back.
Not the board games.
While they grab people out the window. Jamie. Yeah, there's a window right there.
I mean, at least this guy's gonna serve a point. Not a good one, but the point is just by making things harder.
Everybody's right, redemption.
Unless the thing that's controlling you.
Yikes, dude! Look at this shrine.
How are you controlling them, huh?
Look around the room.
Here we go. It's the idol of granite. The zombie guy.
I'm not trying to. Okay.
Two things. One, there's a whole bunch of damage to her place, so I'm glad she still has all that money. Two, how do you explain a whole bunch of dug up dead zombies of dead cops laying all throughout your place?
Get the ambulance ready.
Yeah, it's a little.
Hey, I'm gonna pick them
Little
up.
column A, little column B.
Sorry. Looks like the streets just got a lot safer for me.
Man.
Time to
Useless.
go to work.
Let's go.
Up until 3 months ago, there was a murder every 2 weeks, a rape every 2 days, a robbery every hour and a half. And that's what we just give back to the people of that community.
I can live with that.
You also
A lot of things, don't you?
saved a lot of other people who are innocent.
Thanks. Wyndham Price, isn't that the guy that works for you?
Hey. Hey. How you doing?
I thought he said, I hate you. I was like, what?
I feel I should be afraid to.
Can't have a child do that to you.
Is this more for you? Well, it's bloody lovely.
I heard it's fantastic.
Only have it if you've gotten shot.
Or other surgery that is
Yes,
vital
but-
for it. Yeah.
Nope.
You been here?
Mm-hmm.
I heard about Wesley.
Well, that's great. Too bad it takes a gunshot wound to make you give a crap. Wesley doesn't need you right now. We don't need you. You walked away. Do us a favor and just stay away.
First of all, with that whole Cordelia thing at the end,
Yeah.
yes, I get it. They don't need him anymore. And he shouldn't come just at the lows and just at the highs, but he doesn't come during the highs because he hasn't. And this is an extremely bad moment, but that was the first moment that could have been a redemption moment to tie back in the groups. And I get that she's upset with him, but he just let it happen. He was just like, yeah, okay. And walked away. So I got a little bit of resolution of like where he stands with his gang. He has not talked to his gang in a really long time. It just gives me some insight into what's been happening.
Yes. He definitely has been caught up with Wesley and Cordelia and, Angel there for a minute. But yes, what you just said.
And we also know that he and Anne knew each other and we're like tying those two together. Mm-hmm. So we're getting a lot of Gunn's
backstory
without getting like
story.
a full story of his life. There is a larger overarching topic through this one. And the Angel always I like it and I don't. I wish it didn't always touch on topics that were hard to talk about because they're all hard to talk about. Like corrupt cops and things. I realize that I am a woman of white privilege.
Yes, as am I a white man of extra privilege.
So yeah, it's hard for us to be the ones to give you a full viewpoint on this topic because this is a scene where cops are corrupt or in an area of the city that is predominantly of color. And that's so hard.
Or of not white people, at least as much.
Yeah, cop corruptions do happen. And It's obviously a terrible, terrible thing. We cannot even begin to imagine having to look over your shoulder 100% of the time. It kind of breaks my heart to see Gunn have to have this like 100% respectful language. He is a zombie cop. He is a corrupt zombie cop in this situation. So it's a little bit easier in that fact, but it's like, this does happen almost every day.
Yep.
Somewhere in America, somewhere else.
And it doesn't mean that cops are inherently bad or that
Absolutely.
every cop is bad or that every cop is corrupt. There are good cops and there are bad cops. And unfortunately, the bad cops make it look bad for everyone.
Yeah, you heard the expression, the few rotten apples spoil the batch. That's what creates that distrust and that suspicion on both sides, because not every person that is on the street is somebody that's bad. But again, you do have the few bad characters that just want to live this life of crime that make it bad for everybody else. So that's where the distrust comes from.
Or two wrongs don't make a right. But at the same time, you can't go blindly and act like these things aren't happening, because they are definitely happening. But for us, we're not out there to like start some kind of like political standpoint. We're just merely pointing out what is fact, at least from our perspective.
In front of you. This has already been on the show. This has been on TV since the 90s. So obviously this is not a topic that is new or has been hidden.
This time to move on, and this was another great episode of We Watched Whedon with Angel.
And we done watched it.